welcome to this video from True Factoid. The narrator of this video is an AI.
Superpowered animals, nature's real-life Avengers. Have you ever wondered if superheroes exist outside of comic books? Well, guess what? Nature has created its own league of extraordinary creatures with abilities so mind-blowing that they seem straight out of a sci-fi movie. Today, we're diving into the world of animals with real-life superpowers, creatures that can walk on water, regenerate limbs, survive in space, and even turn invisible. 1. The Mimic Octopus. Let's start with an animal that's basically a shape-shifting ninja. The mimic octopus found in the murky waters of Southeast Asia. This clever cephalopod can imitate over 15 different animals. It changes its shape, color, and even behavior to avoid predators. For example, if a sea snake is feared by a predator, the mimic octopus stretches its arms to resemble a venomous snake. If that doesn't work, it transforms into a lionfish, complete with long, venomous-looking spines. It can also copy the flapping movement of a flatfish to glide along the ocean floor unnoticed. Superpower: ultimate shape-shifting and camouflage. Fun fact: scientists discovered this octopus in 1998, so nature still has secrets left to reveal. 2. The Basilisk Lizard. Ever wished you could walk on water? The Basilisk Lizard, commonly called the Jesus Christ lizard, can do exactly that. This Central American reptile has evolved long toes with fringes of skin that act like tiny water paddles. When running at high speeds, it slaps the water surface so fast that it creates air pockets beneath its feet, allowing it to run across water for over 15 feet before sinking. Superpower: walking, or rather, sprinting, on water. Fun fact: baby basilisks can run on water immediately after hatching. No practice needed. 3. The Immortal Jellyfish. What if I told you there's an animal that never dies of old age? Meet Turritopsis dohrnii, the immortal jellyfish. When faced with stress, starvation, or injury, this jellyfish has an incredible trick. It reverts to its juvenile stage instead of dying. Imagine if humans could turn into babies instead of aging. This process, called transdifferentiation, which allows it to repeat its life cycle indefinitely, essentially making it biologically immortal, unless it gets eaten, of course. Superpower: reversing the aging process. Fun fact: if we understood this jellyfish's biology fully, we might unlock secrets to human anti-aging. 4. The Hairy Frog. This one's straight out of an X-Men movie. The hairy frog, found in Central Africa, has a terrifying yet fascinating defense mechanism. When threatened, it breaks its own bones to push sharp claws out through its skin. Imagine Wolverine from the X-Men, but in frog form. Scientists aren't sure if the claws retract back into the body or just dissolve over time, but one thing's certain: this frog is a natural-born warrior. Superpower: self-inflicted bone claws for combat. Fun fact: locals call it the horror frog because of its nightmarish ability. 5. The Pistol Shrimp. Don't let its tiny size fool you. The pistol shrimp is one of the loudest and most powerful animals in the ocean. This shrimp has an oversized claw that, when snapped shut, creates a shockwave bubble moving at 60 miles per hour. The force is so strong that it temporarily reaches temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun and creates a sonic boom loud enough to stun or kill small fish. Superpower: shooting underwater sonic bullets with deadly precision. Fun fact: some species of pistol shrimp form alliances with goby fish, who act as their lookouts for predators. 6. The Tardigrade. Meet the ultimate survivor: tardigrades, or water bears. These microscopic creatures can survive in every condition: extreme heat and cold, up to 150 degrees Celsius or minus 273 degrees Celsius. Vacuum of space. They've been found alive after space missions. Radiation 1,000 times the lethal dose for humans. Total dehydration for decades, only to revive like nothing happened. They achieve this by entering a state called cryptobiosis, where they replace water in their bodies with a sugar-like substance and literally shut down until conditions improve. Superpower: absolute survival even in outer space. Fun fact: tardigrades have been around for over 500 million years, long before dinosaurs. 7. The horned lizard. Imagine being chased by a predator, and as your last resort, you shoot blood from your eyes to scare them away. That's exactly what the Texas horned lizard does. When under threat, it builds up blood pressure in its head and shoots a stream of blood up to 5 feet away. The blood tastes awful to some predators like wolves and coyotes, making them flee in disgust. Superpower, weaponized blood jets. Fun fact, this lizard can store water in its skin, absorbing moisture from the ground like a sponge. 8. The Mantis Shrimp. What if I told you there's an animal that can punch as fast as a bullet? The Mantis Shrimp throws one of the fastest punches in the animal kingdom, moving at 50 miles per hour and delivering a force strong enough to break glass aquariums. When it strikes, the water around its claws momentarily boils, creating tiny explosions of light and heat. This effect, called cavitation, makes it one of the most destructive creatures in the ocean. Superpower, super speed punch with explosive force. Fun fact, mantis shrimps have some of the most advanced vision in the animal kingdom. They see colors which humans can't even imagine. Which of these superpowered creatures amazed you the most? Would you rather have the shape-shifting skills of the Mimic Octopus or the indestructibility of the Tardigrade? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing facts.